In this video, guys, I'm not only going to show you last month's profit, but I'll show you the last 3 months of profit trading the wheel strategy with a relatively small portfolio to give you an idea of what you'd expect, the stocks that I'm using, why I'm using them, and a new potential stock that I'm going to be using in the next few months. If you're new to the wheel strategy, I'll admit it could seem a little bit daunting, really confusing. But as the thousands of people that I've taught the wheel to, you will soon find out in a short amount of time that it really is an amazing way to make extra passive income on top of the portfolio that you already have. I have tons of videos here on YouTube on how to trade the wheel strategy, everything from the wheel strategy itself to the parts of the wheel strategy. I'll link a bunch of videos down in the comments, or just search Brad Finn the Wheel and you will find them. Also, guys, I wrote a 69-page journal, full guide, illustrated, everything you need. You could pick it up on Amazon if you like to hold stuff, or you want to add it on top of all of the videos that are here on YouTube. Once you have that general idea what the wheel is, guys, this video will make a ton more sense. I promise. Let's dive right down into my spreadsheet. Guys, this spreadsheet is available to all my Discord members, so I don't hoard it. It's very simple. It's just a Google Sheet. If you want to dive in, there is a link down to the Discord where we're talking the wheel and all of this literally every single day. It's 8 in the morning. I can't wait for the markets to open after the long weekend. I did a video about September, and I think we left off somewhere around October 14th in that last video. I made $299 in September, which is about 2% of my portfolio size that started the month at $14,523, just to recap where we've been. Next, let's take a look at October, where I made 12 wheel strategy moves, and I really didn't have to roll anything. That was awesome. On the covered call side, I used Google, Peloton, SWBI, and Meta. And on the put side, I used Peloton and Camping World. So here's how the columns really work out. This is the date that I entered the trade, the stock, what it is it a covered call, sell call? Is it a cash secure put? This right here is going to be the strike price that I chose. I like to choose that when I sort these by stock. I can kind of look at how my strike prices have changed over time. This is going to be the expiration date. This is how many days to expiration or since. This is how many days I've owned that particular contract for, how long I held it for. This is how much premium I collected, how much I buy to close. As you will see, guys, I buy to close pretty much every single wheel that I own. I never want to go to expiration. That's like being a boxer and getting to the judge's scorecard. You want to be in control. So I'm always looking to close my wheels at about 70 to 75% of their profit. Here's the net profit for those, the day I closed them, the collateral I needed to open up that particular trade, or how much my cost basis was for the 100 shares if it's a covered call. This is how much return I got on that one particular trade. And then this is roughly what I'll get per year. I pretty much take what I got for the one trade and I multiply it by 26. Okay, pretty much saying that I could do this every other week or so. I used to do it weekly, but 52 weeks, it's hard to do it every week, especially with, sometimes I'm holding these a little bit longer. As you can see, guys, I only hold them for about 5.58 days. So it really is only a week, but just to be on the conservative side, this is really what I'd be looking at for a yearly return on investment if I were able to do these every 2 weeks. Wow, I have a cold. It's killing me. Thanks for hanging in here. So in October, I made about $40 more than I made in September, which is pretty standard. I held them a little bit longer than I usually do, and that's because of SWBI. They have monthlies, and we'll talk about SWBI in just a second because I think it's getting the axe. The portfolio size started at $12,082. I do have a couple leaps options inside the Robinhood portfolio. We could take a look at that right now. These Vuzi and this Meta leaps, they've been going down, which is killing the portfolio. Kind of looking forward to those expiring just so I can get a really big picture on this portfolio strictly just being a wheel portfolio. I like Robinhood for that purpose of just trading the wheel. You can see it's got currently about $12,655 in it. Going back there, so that starting with 12,000 and getting 336, that's getting me 2.78% on the portfolio for the month. At the end of this video, I'll show you exactly what the return is over the last 3 months, so you can get a cleaner picture, so it's not so volatile with each particular month. But 2% September, 2.78% October. Let's take a look at November and see which one it was closest to. So in October, I didn't really have to roll that much because the market pretty much kept going down, which is great for calls. This month, in the last month, we had a little bit of ups in the market, some days where the market was actually green. So I did have to roll a bunch of options. Essentially, guys, once I'm like 2 to 3 days out from expiration, so Wednesday or Thursday, if I'm in the money, I'm going to roll that option. I want to avoid assignment, not because I'm afraid of assignment, just because it's inconvenient and annoying. And I got lazy here, and I actually got assigned on 2 options, Thanksgiving and then Friday, opened up for the half day. Totally just I've been sick. I lost it. So I got assigned on Google and Peloton. So now today's Monday. I have to decide what I'm going to do now that those 100 shares on both of those have been called away from me. And I think I have a pretty good idea of what I'm going to do. But I wrote covered calls on Google, Peloton, SWBI, and I did some puts on Camping World, Intel, and Hewlett Packard. Same exact comms. As you can see, guys, I held them a little bit longer this time. And that was really, we had a long SWBI again. That's really extending it out because they're monthlies. I'll talk about them quick. With their share price going down, their liquidity has gone down. I still love the stock. I kind of want to hold it even as a dividend stock. It might get moved over to my dividend portfolio. But with the monthlies and also with the low liquidity, it's been really, really hard to write calls, especially out of the money with SWBI. So I think I'm going to be cutting them loose, getting rid of them, probably trying to get assigned, maybe make it in the money. I'm well above my basis on this, so I really can write a call even in the money and still break even on this trade. I still have one open right now. If we go back to the Robinhood portfolio, we can see I have a $10 call. It's expiring on the 16th of December. That was in the money. It's a $10 call. Right now, they're trading for $11.94. Even if I were to get assigned, that's still going to be a profitable win for me. I've been trading SWBI for the whole year, but now that the stock price has gone down so far, I think it's going to be time for me to cut them loose. And I do have a couple other wheel stocks that I will be trading with in December. You'll just have to subscribe and look forward to next month's update and also my other wheel updates. Right here, I have everything blacked out. I'm going to show you the entire year of my trading the wheels. I've been documenting this. I document every trade. So next one's going to be a big one, whole year recap, not just the quarter that we'll be able to do. But yeah, SWBI really drove that up to 7.75. But we can see even with some rolls, guys, $612. I will admit that's really an above average month for me. I had really good calls with Peloton that were kind of crazy and all over the place. And also too, without buying to close these, I really got $603 and $273. Definitely would have bought to close those and lowered the premiums. So this month probably it's a little bit of an outlier at $600. The portfolio started the month at $12,109, which gave me a 5% return on November. Like I said, these results here in November are probably not that typical. I think we'd be closer to this 2 to 2.75 or 3. We could take a look at the last couple months and see exactly what you can expect trading the wheel with about 12,000 using, 5 or 6 different stocks. And these 5 or 6 different stocks, they vary in value. Like Google, I had to put up almost 14 grand to get those. But we can see the cash secure puts and all of those, if we look at the columns of the basis, really $2,500 to $4,000 for each one of these wheels. And that's really how I started. $2,500, did one, just collected premium for a while, just kept adding stocks to the wheel strategy. So in the last 3 months, I've brought in $1,247, roughly $415 a month on an average portfolio size of $12,931 for an average return of 3.21%. When people in my Discord ask me what can I expect, I say if you use pretty conservative stocks, I use very, very conservative stocks with really, really low volatility. I think it's very, very easy to be in the 3% range month over month with those volatile months that are up a little bit more and some that are down a little bit more. If you're going to YOLO and use crazier stocks with higher volatility, I've seen this get up around 5%. But like I said, not really. That's not my style. I like to shoot right for that 3%. And when we take a look at the yearly recap next month, you'll get a really, really good idea, a really good picture. Guys, 20 calls and puts every single month, a nice 3% pad on top of your account, guys. If this is new to you, think about picking up the journal, guys. It has a bunch of great reviews on Amazon as well in the Discord as well. All of those links will be down below. I hope you're trading the wheel. I hope you're keeping an open mind and learning about it. There'll be more videos on the wheel coming up. Also, the futures content and the dividend content will stay in rotation here on the channel. And I'll catch you guys on the next video.